Bismillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulullah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man istanna bi sunnatihi ila yawmiddin. All praises is indeed due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the nourisher, the sustainer, the capacitated master of creation. Lovely viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Soldiers of Islam Media, with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to tackle an important aspect of our social life. What I wanted to discuss about is a little bit kind of history, has some kind of history and contains content like it traces about our civilization and also attached to our religion. You remember the first video I did talking about Arab is not what? Arab culture is never it never represents Islam, or Islam is not extracted from the Arab culture. If you have not watched that video, you can watch. Today is just an extended version. I am going to talk about dressing, our traditional dressing, and how it's affiliate or it relates to Islam. Remember also I did a video based on how Islam instructed the Muslims to dress, and people even say the way the Arabs dress are the way Muslims are supposed to dress. And I tried to explain to them that the Arabs, they have their way of dressing, which is even different from somebody from Africa. They also have their way, the way they dress. Somebody from Pakistan has the way he's dressed. Somebody from Indonesia, somebody from what? Kuwait, somebody from Malawi. Different kind of what culture. But as far as for it to be conform or to what? Be or relate to Islam, we have to look at some criteria. Now we are going to be talking about different country. We look at their dressing, whether it's okay for Islam to approve it, their traditional dress, and we look at it whether we are not talking about modern fashion. Modern fashion we are not talking about. We are talking about the traditional dress our forefathers, the civilization our grandfathers, our four grandfathers left for us, whether it conform to what? To the norms and tradition of Islamic code of dressing. Remember, as I told you the video I did, giving the 6 criteria that Islam has approved that make a complete, good, modest dressing. If you remember, go and watch that video on the channel, is there. Now, before I go on to mention the country I'm going to talk about their traditional dress, and we relate it to Islam, whether it's okay for their traditional dress, it has what? It's actually what conform to what Islamic mode of dressing. Let's look at some of the criteria that Islam has established. I've already talked about this, but I'm going to just summarize it in a nutshell. Remember, Islam laid down 5 criteria that a complete hijab should conform or to fulfill. The first one is about the extent of the man and the extent of the woman. The extent of the man is from the navel to the knee. That is from the for man. And from the woman is her whole body should be covered, except her whole body. You can check it there. You can check it. The whole body should be covered except her hand and her face. Even some of the scholars went to the extent that if the woman is so extremely beautiful, then the niqab is recommended for her. Because as far as women will feast on her beauty, it can distract them, and they will end up feasting or looking at her, and they will end up committing what we call a zina. Because Allah said, don't go near. So if you feast on a woman, really you are going to have some bad intention. I know, men, we know ourselves. So we are going to as we continue going, I'm going to list the criteria. As you see, you'll be seeing the criteria. I'll be listing them one after the other. Now let's look at the first criteria. As I said earlier, is the extent of the man and the extent of the woman. The man should be from the the navel and to what? To the knee. And from the woman, she should cover the whole of her body. The second criteria is what? The clothes should be what? Loose. It shouldn't be too tight to the body. It should be loose. It should be loose. It shouldn't be like that's draw her shape. She's walking. You can see the shape of her. What? Her buttocks and even her breast, her chest. Everything is out. No, it should be loose. It shouldn't be too tight. Now, the third criteria, it should not be what? Transparent or translucent. I hope you know what we mean what transparent or translucent. Yes, if somebody looks through it, the person should not see the body, your body. That is what we call what? Transparent and translucent. Another criteria is which what? It should not be what? It should not be so glamorous that it attracts the opposite sex. It has some kind of shining things on it. It has some kind of golden color, something diamond. It attracts what? The opposite sex. Now let's look at what? Let's look at the fifth one. It should not be that of what? The opposite sex. It shouldn't look like that of the opposite sex. A man wearing a woman dress or a woman wearing a man dress. No. So these are some of the things we have to make sure if you are dressing based on the Islamic code of dressing. We should not omit it, or we should not go against it. Now the last one, which is the least, is what? It should not resemble that of the unbelievers. Any dress that you know that the unbelievers, the non-believers, those who, the polytheists, the infidel, took it upon themselves, where we Muslims should not be part of those people who wear those kind of clothes. These are the 5 basic main criteria that Islam has established. Not a tribe, not a civilization. It's what? Islamic civilization that established this what? Strong 6 pillars to what? Make sure any tradition, dress or traditional dress or any civilization, make sure that their dressing code conform to or what? Or fulfill all these 6 criteria. So if you are in the tribe and realize that your dressing code doesn't what? Fulfill this criteria, 6 criteria, it means you are not what? You are not fulfilling the Islamic what? Islamic code of dressing. Now, today in our video, we are going to take the first country and look at the major tribe, because this major tribe, they have what? Muslim in it, and the Muslim in it also, they must dress based on what? According to Islam. So we are going to look at what? We are not going to look at today modern fashion. We are going to look at their traditional dress and what? Compare it to these 6 Islamic criteria, the 6 criteria that Islam has laid down, and see whether really it conform or it what? It has reached to the extent that Islam will approve it. So let's look at the first tribe. The first country. Let's look at the first country. The first country is what? Nigeria. Mother Nigeria, one of the amazing country in Africa. I took Nigeria because they have what? The highest population of Muslim in what? Africa, which I'm even happy about it. Although they have non-Muslim in it, but because of their population, the number of Muslims there are amazing, and the kind of in fact their zeal towards Islam, the way the da'wah, the way they push Islam, well, is amazing. So I'm going to don't think that maybe why won't I start with my country, but I'm just making sure that I want you to understand where I am coming from. You understand why I choose? Because I know that Nigeria is the hub of Islam. So I choose that. Don't worry, I will talk about your country. Now let's look at the first tribe we are going to talk about is the Igbo. Nigeria is divided into basically, should I say maybe 3, if I'm not mistaken: the Igbo, the Yoruba, and what? And the northern part of the Hausa, the outside, and the Fulani. These are the major. It is not, we have minor tribes, there's no problem, we have minor tribes, but these are the 3 major tribes in Nigeria. Now let's look at the Igbo. Now let's look at this dressing. This is how the Igbo dress, both men and what? Women. This is how they dress traditionally. Even you can see during their wedding, they always go back to the tradition to dress like that. Now let's look at the dressing and see whether it has fulfill the 6 criteria that Islam has laid out. You judge it for yourself. You can see that in terms of it didn't look like that of the first one was the extent of the man and the woman, and you can see that for the man is okay, but for the woman you can see that it's a little bit like tight. It's a little bit tight. There's another one I'll place. You can see that one is a little bit loose, so it depends on how the person dressed, but definitely the dress is okay. But one thing is, you can see that the neck of the woman is out, which has breach one of the condition or the criteria Islam has laid down. So you can see their traditional dress, and you can see it is something small that they have to adjust to just make it to complete or to conform to the Islamic mode of dressing. And also for the man is okay, I said earlier, because everything is okay, but it is not transparent, it's not translucent, it doesn't look like that of the opposite sex. Now let's talk about another tribe in Nigeria, which is the Yoruba tribe. Yoruba, they are amazing people. And one thing about which we don't know about the Yoruba are, they are also like, they dress almost like the Hausa in the northern part of Nigeria. Their dressing is amazing. And one thing is about them is they are also minority, they have minority Muslim in them. And let's look at their dress. You can see their dress also amazing dress, and it looks like that of the Hausa Fulani tribe. They are dressing their traditional dressing. They are amazing. They are also like from the northern southern north or Nigeria. That's where they are ethnic group in. They are amazing ethnic group. So let's look at them here. You can see how they are dressed, the men they dress, and you can see how the women also dress. And in this one, their only problem is you can see their dress is well loose. It doesn't look like that of the opposite sex. You understand? Both men and women, they have their unique dress, and it's okay because at least the woman has dress is it's loose, very loose, and it's not against that condition. It's not against Islam. And also the another one you can see here is you can see that in terms of transparent and translucent is okay because it can see the person's skin. And also you realize that they have something, they put it on their shoulder, which I think that they are supposed to cover their hair with it, but it's like, it's a tradition. So but that is the only problem here. So that is the reason why they have to do something, small adjustment to make sure it conform, or it agrees to the Islamic mode of dressing. Now the last one, which is the majority of Muslims that have the majority of Muslims in Nigeria is the Hausa and Fulani tribe. I have combined these people together because they relate to each other. I know they have different background culture, but they relate. So you can see, even for the Fulani, let's look at the Fulani, how they dress. You can see that from the olden days, the Fulani, they dress, and even some of their body expose it. If we can base on that, look at the picture, you can see that really even their hair is out. Even I've seen most of them before. That's how they are dressed, because that is how their culture teaches them. Islam has indeed shaping them and changed all their manners, and now they dress modestly, especially their women. Their men, there's no problem, because at least still the men, it conform to the Islamic mode of dressing. But for their women, you see even their stomach, sometimes you see they expose their stomach. Look at that picture, you see their stomach exposes. Even their hair, the way they braid their hair is their hair is exposed. So which is against Islam. Islam doesn't allow a woman to expose her hair out, So that's it for the Fulani. But the real Hausa people, you can see how they dress. Their men, they dress very modestly, even since their olden civilization. And you can see the women too. So you see how the women also dress. So that's it. So you can see the differences. So my conclusion based on this video is, what you have to know is, we can maintain our traditional mode of dressing as far as it doesn't go against the 6 criteria that Islam has laid down for a complete hijab. Don't let anything we call modern fashion. Allah knows that we are going to have something called modern fashion, but He still created that The Sharia has stipulated these 6 criteria for all Muslims across the world to follow it. So it's not about we are in a modern world, we are in a new era, a new modern civilization. We have to make sure we conform, we follow the new trend in the world. No, it's about obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam is not something like an outmoded religion. Islam is still update, and the Quran is still update, and Quran will never go against something that the science if the science say this is theoretically, or maybe let's say scientifically approved, you realize that if Quran has really talked about it, you realize that and that of the Quran go in line. Allah is a hypothesis or just a theory. A theory is not an established fact. That is what people have to know. So if today you are in a dress, you think that you are an Islamic way of dress, you have to look at this 6 criteria. Do my dressing conform to these 6 criteria? Whether you think you are in a fashion way, look at your dressing and compare this 6 criteria, whether your dress is according to these 6 criteria that Islam has stipulated. If you realize that you miss something, it means you are totally not obeying what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has instructed you, has been commanded you to do. So this is the end of this video. Don't forget, comment below the next country you want me to talk about, their dressing and their traditional dressing since time in their way of dressing in their olden civilization, and I will talk about it. Comment below so that we will continue making amazing videos, bringing all this amazing culture together to compare it to Islam and see how amazing or how wonderful cultures we have. Please, if you are new here on my channel, subscribe and share the video to your loved ones, and don't forget also to click on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video, you will not be left out. Without saying much love, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
دموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيم